You know where the spot is. Yeah, there go my pretty niece. Still down in Kent.
Hustle and Wax Flow. So Gerald, how y'all come up with the Hustle, Wax, and Flow?
Changed the name. Bub ain't never come back no more.
Oh, okay,
It
okay,
used to be Bub and Wax. You know, hustle on the board.
okay.
But Bub ain't come back. We had to do something. We waited long enough on Bub's ass.
Yeah.
Shit, we used to have Swami Bear up here.
Mhm.
Actually, Swami Bear ain't been on the show in a minute. Now we need to put Swami Bear up here for a
Wow.
hot second. They so
I can't believe y'all playing it for real.
okay, hello? 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 You butt down here, my sister. She got that new iPhone. It's smaller than the other phones she had.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Oh, phone you're talking about. I got that new six, that new classic watch, the six. That boy nice. The phone watch thing's nice, man.
Samsung?
Yeah. You know they doing anything? You know they just came out with the new phone you got. They're dropping them boys, man.
Yeah, I got to get another one of them cases that you can get out.
You really like that phone, don't you, Gerald? I can tell since you got it, you actually.
This is a new one. This is the 5. I had the 4 before. This is the 5.
Oh, that's the
I
five.
just got this a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, I'm not. I mean, that's the other one you still got. You starting to like it. I seen you rolling with it, man.
I do what I got to
The
do.
only one I'm seeing with it was you and Zuma for now. I'm pretty sure other people got it, but
I seen one other person, some little white girl had it.
yeah, it's portable, man. You know, you put it in your pocket, it's small, it ain't all crazy. You know what I'm
Man, you drop this motherfucker. This case is on here, bro.
saying?
Unbreakable.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey man, I wish you could have put that on there. Can somebody please tell me why when it comes to that street side? Can somebody please tell me why? Damn, man, certain pieces in the sun you can put them all, man. Can somebody tell me why? Yeah, we just talking about it. Can somebody tell me why? Mm-mm.
Yo. What's happening? It's Monday. Y'all know what time it is. What time is it? It's got to 2:40. What is it? 2:08. It's the Hustle and Wax Flow, No Static Radio, the voice of the revolution. We back. It's Monday. Um, we got a guest coming in, but he ain't there yet. So we fire our guests when they don't show up, just like we fire Bud. But I'm here, Hustle and Wax, Hustle over there. We got somebody sitting in on the audience today. We might put him behind this damn mic coming in. We're gonna talk that busy. We're gonna have to get busy from the day. But yeah, man. So everybody know that was Bone Studs and Harmony.
Yeah.
Crossroads. If you go to the Cleveland Remembrance page, you will see the Bone Stud sign from 99th and St. Clair on the Remembrance page. Because in Cleveland, niggas steal shit. They ain't steal Steve Harvey shit though. But rest in peace, street sign for Bone Thugs and Harmony. And I will say this, in condolences and remembrance of it, every time they put that shit up, that shit gonna get took down. That's St. Clair, baby. I don't know what you talk about. That's the Clair, baby. They gonna do their thing.
Yeah.
That motherfucker shit gonna be at everybody's house. Then the dude was so smart, he took a picture of it in his house and put it on the internet. Bone them still thugs now. Crazy Bone. Don't have them come over your house by no sign. But again, this the Hustle and Mike Flow, No Static Radio, the voice of the revolution, and we got some stuff to do today. Actually, let me say this real fast. And I can't remember his government name, but Magoo from Timberland and Magoo, he passed away yesterday. He was 50 years old. May he rest in peace. And since I'm at it, let's see. And Carol Duvall, she was 97. She was an actress. She had a long, good run. Bella Green was 38. Johnny Harwood was 64. Let's see. DJ Casper, he passed away. Cal Jackson was 20. He passed away. Sean Dawkins, who was a football player, he passed away. But it seemed like every week some rock and roll Hall of Fame or some artist, they pass away. And I mean, Robbie Robertson, he was from the band. If you don't know who the band is, just go look up on Cripple Creek. He actually is in the Songwriters Hall of Fame as well. And they did The Last Dance. Oh no, Last Walk. It was a movie about their last concert. And Martin what's his name? Scorsese. He the one. He directed that. And Robbie Robertson and Martin Scorsese got real close. And he did the music score on quite a few of this man's movies, and nobody knew. But the band was a good band. I listen when they come on the radio. I listen to them because they cool. I mean, if you're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the Songwriters Hall of Fame, and you don't work with Scorsese, you got that's juice. And all those folks passed away, man. And Johnny Harwood was 64. DJ Casper, he from Chicago. All y'all in the shine, y'all know who DJ Casper is. Actually, he is the one who invented that line dance, the cha-cha slide. And he, that was crazy. He passed away, man. When that came across, I didn't see about Magoo when he passed. But may all those people rest in peace. Because we like to pay our respects. And as people move on and go into another dimension, I believe in life after death. Whose song was that? Who made Life After Death? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the Biggie. That's who.
Smalls game. I wish I had the publishing on that thing on Cha-Cha slide though.
That was worldwide. That shit was like
people gonna Cha-Cha slide from here to the end of time.
When they blow this up, somebody will be Cha-Cha sliding on Mars. Trust me. But yeah. So I'm sending this thing out to people on the Instagram. I promise I have a thread up before the end of the week, y'all. This is No Static Radio, the voice of the revolution. Our sponsors are the Cleveland Rugby League, Mount Avenue Wines, and Design Me Exclusively. We're powered by Google and Colors on YouTube. Every time I read that, I think about, they're talking about colored people. That's what they're talking about. But Negro. But that wasn't no Negro who stole that sign up on 99th and the Claire. Because when they told me they were putting it up on 99th and the Claire, I'm like, and I'm glad Bones, they get their groove on because they going to be in the Rock Hall one day. They put Cleveland on the map. But as we how we talk about on this show, how Cleveland music and they artists is like, they don't want nobody to make it. Bones had to leave and go be poor out in LA until they hooked up with Easy, because they wasn't gonna get it here. You know, and the other people that made it, they left. You know, well, Machine Gun Kelly was big locally, but then when he left, he got big, worldwide. Shit. So I mean, ain't no wrong with that, but y'all need to take that damn sign down because the pole is not gonna be tall enough. Because niggas is still a fire truck with the extension ladder on it if y'all put that shit at the top of the pole. We're not talking about colored folks. We're not talking about Negroes. We talking about y'all know the N word. I ain't got to sit up here and say it. Y'all people come out. Oh, he say the N word. The one lady said, "Why do you say the N word?" Because as Chris Rock said in his best stand-up comedy act when he was doing his shows, he did the HBO specials. Niggas, 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 niggas. And he explained simply, and my grandfather said this a long time ago. He said, "There's a such thing as colored folks. You can identify as colored folks, a black person, a Negro, and we were talking because that's when the African American shit first came out. My grandfather said, first of all, let me finish saying what I'm saying. I was like, okay, Pops, go ahead. And he said that he's not from Africa, he's from Louisiana, by way of Florida, by cutting up here to Cleveland. Now, he said, don't call me no damn African American. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I ain't no African American either. But then he said, there is such thing as niggas. And he said, that's a different qualification, different classification. There is a such thing as niggas, 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 niggas. Now, this is no static radio. This is the voice of the revolution. Let me say this. My opinions and the words that come out my mouth, they have not nothing to do with this radio station. I mean, I'm just here using their platform, and I love them for giving us this platform. This ain't Hustle Carter's opinion. The shit come out my mouth is coming out my mouth, okay? And we step here because we want to teach. We don't preach. We don't speculate. We just try to, give a little insights and show a little love and have a little fun. Because guess what? If you don't laugh, all you're gonna be doing is crying. And if you want to cry me a river, we already got one outside downtown. So don't cry me no damn river. You know,
Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake.
I'm here.
Fuck Justin Timberlake. Fuck her.
That's the song he made.
You tried to fuck Janet Jackson's career with that bullshit. They know they had that shit playing. The only one didn't know was Janet Jackson.
Oh man.
He breathed away over there, Scott. He breathed away.
Man, let me get this out the way real quick too. I just mentioned the sponsors, but y'all can reach us live on No Static Radio, the Voice of the Revolution. If you download the following apps, you can listen live. You can't see our pretty faces, but you can listen live. Mixler, MIXLR.com, Mixcloud.com, what is that? MediaQ.com, liveonlineradio.net. Am I missing anybody? TuneIn.com. You can download any of those apps and you can listen to us anywhere in the world. So, yeah, and we got that shit. Now, the important shit. We always have one important thing we talk about on this show. The Trauma Recovery Center. The Trauma Recovery Center. Has violence happened to you or your family, violence can affect all parts of your life. Sometimes in ways that you can't see, violence can affect the way you eat, sleep. It can cause you to lose focus, feel anger, afraid, use drugs or alcohol as a way to escape. Violence does not have to keep hurting. You can change your life starting now with help from the Trauma Recovery Center. Take control of your life. Today can be the day. The Trauma Recovery Center offers real help for real needs in real time. They offer services in domestic violence, PTSD, emotional support, food, clothes, and much more. Don't let violence control you. You can break free, and the Trauma Recovery Center can help. If I don't say nothing else that's important that you don't care about, this number is important. 216-644-5487. Again, 216-644-5487. That's the Trauma Recovery Center. Because when you in our communities, it's trauma. When people get shot and killed, it's trauma and PTSD behind that. We got kids going to schools and out here that like as young as 6, 7, 8, 9 that suffer from PTSD and they might not ever get any mental health services because of it. But the Trauma Recovery Center is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They can give you the tools to rebuild your life and your health. Call today. It's free, 24/7, and it's confidential. That's another word for anonymous. That's a word for ain't nobody gonna tell who you are unless you know something. What I want to say, some snitches. Gunner, Sergio. Cleveland don't do no snitching. If they do snitching up in Cleveland, boy, they in some hot water, boy. If you get caught, the rule is you can't snitch. Gerald Ashley, what's up? Thank you for tuning in. Jeff Doggett, what you gonna do with the Yoggets? What's up with Roland, man? How y'all doing? And of course, last but not least, but always first in our hearts, on the Hustler and Wax Flow on No Static Radio, Voice of the Revolution, Tamar Freeman. Hey, what's up, Tamar? I don't know what's up with the phones, but like I did last week, if you got something that you want to call in here and talk about, you can call on 216-280-8977. I almost forgot my own phone number. So y'all can try to call in on 216-939-5087. If you can't reach me on that, and it's important, call me on that other number that I gave y'all. Don't forget about the Trauma Recovery Center. People do not need to be going through this stuff in their life, man. You know what? I was listening to somebody the other day, and they were just having a general conversation, and they were saying something about, well, they need to find God. Well, let me say this: we all know where God at, and we don't do no religion and all that stuff on here. God is everywhere. But you can't pick up the phone and call it like you can the Trauma Recovery Center. Secondly, everybody, don't go to them. I'm gonna leave this alone. I know some people gonna be tripping, and y'all know me. Hand on the Bible, I don't care. But y'all need to leave God out of a lot of this stuff. Talk about go find God. God ain't lost, for one, and for two. Why don't you help these people that you sitting there and talking about they need God?
They got a choice.
A big choice.
And it's called free will. If they choose to find God, they'll choose that. If they choose something else, they're the whole concept behind free will.
And the free will, that man who climbed up that pole the other day on 99th and St. Clair, the Cleveland Remembrance page.
I heard a good conversation on the Rapid the other day. That's what dude. He was like, man, I want to, the people that be close to you, they hurt you the most, and I just want to stop people hurting. Dude told him, man, you can't control nobody else's free will, bro.
Okay.
So you don't be telling people they need to find. They'll find what they need to find.
Yeah, they looking
in due time. Something will happen, and it'll bring you to where you need to be at.
I ain't sending this out to the group chat. But no, you're right. And people got to find it in their own way, in their own time. You can't. People just be tripping.
Yeah. When people say stuff like that, what they're really saying is, I want you to hold the same belief system that I hold.
And we all don't have the same belief system. Yeah. That's not going to happen.
Go on with all that mess.
It's not going to happen. That means that you know it's not going to happen. You're not going to have the same belief systems. Because guess what? Just tuned in, my man, from the 804 by way of the 216 by way of Huff Avenue. Mason, what's poppin', baby? If you got to call me, man, call me at 216-939. What's my damn number? 5087. If that don't work, call me at 216-280-8977. Don't all y'all start calling talking about when you take my number and when you can we go out on a date. Male, female, and anything in between. It ain't popping like that. This is a radio show, baby.
Today, and it started at 8. It's gonna be great. It can't be late.
And ain't nothing wrong with it.
That's probably the funniest thing. One of the professor.
But yeah, so I'm just putting it out there because hey, people be tripping, man. Now I understand, and you know what? I'll say this: there have been because people have been tripping since the beginning of time. So, and I don't know when time started, but I know a brother built a clock. He was a brother. And he built that green light from here. That they stop, they stop and go. So white people was driving back then, and they were just crashing into each other. And then the brother was standing there one day downtown Cleveland. He said, "These are some dumbass crackers." Because back then, most of them was crackers. Because there wasn't too many of them caring about brothers and brothers' rights. And don't let me get to no damn Puerto Ricans. But he said it got to be a way. And then the light bulb went off over his head. What's his name? Garrett E. Morgan. He said if we have a system that we could put up a sign that says stop, caution, and go, then maybe it wouldn't be so many horrific accidents. So he went to the Bat Cave, or the Garrett E. Morgan Cave, and he came up with it. He invented it. And we proud of Garrett E. Morgan. He's from Cleveland. And he did a lot of stuff for a lot of people. But he ain't no damn George Washington Carver. That motherfucker had some peanuts. He built the university on peanuts. The man, George Washington Carver. But no, COVID is still here. So y'all need to still be wearing y'all masks, keeping y'all social distance. Don't be coughing on people. Cough in your elbow, not on your hand. Because if you cough in your hand, you might have a little saliva on it, and then you might want to touch that girl in the wrong place. And then she gonna get sick. And as White Bill has stated a couple of weeks ago, I didn't know that was her due. She didn't tell me. That's why my head cracked. But COVID is still here. I'm serious. No, come on, man. Y'all need to. I know somebody caught COVID a couple of weeks ago. They were telling me about a couple of their co-workers caught it. They had to go take a test, and it ain't going nowhere, man. It's not going anywhere no time soon. Oh, I don't know. Well, let me ask you, and you can chime in too, T-Bone, if you want to. But I must say this. Now, was the bone sign? Because we always talk about shit you only gonna see in Cleveland. They put signs up in Hollywood now. If niggas for real, them stars that they put in the ground, Halle Berry star would have been dug up. But they ain't from Cleveland. She is, but they ain't, because Cleveland niggas would have stole that. But was the bone thing, the sign getting taken down, or was the mother and her son who tried to go into the Justice Center and they had a handgun and they had an assault rifle. And they put it on the little thing that gets the X-ray machine. Y'all ain't hear about that one? These niggas here. And the mama did a finesse 2 times. She dipped and dude got arrested. Now I'm like this. They was going in there to fuck something up. And language might be a little salty today, but they was going in there to fuck something up. But you put it on the conveyor belt, they X-rayed. How smart was they? And they was just in line going down, and the mama seen when they was like, oh shit, she went the other way.
How many times have they been there? I'm not even from Cleveland, but I know when I gotta go pay my child support, that's the name on Justice Center. I wear my special pants and I'm wearing no jewelry.
Don't wear no jewelry, don't wear
I wear
nothing.
the pants that I got on now with the drawstring and on.
That's
Take
it.
take my belt off.
I ain't been down there in a long time.
So if you going in there intentionally with some firearms,
You can just look at them. You can just look at them until they got a problem. Until they
I
ain't
just
got-
want to know
You know what I'm saying?
who was the damn craziest
I'm not
for
even
pulling
trying to
that
take my
move off.
keys. I don't even want to take my keys in there.
Look,
You can't. I mean, I don't. I be like, man, and you know, I always end up having some change in my pocket.
Yeah.
So, you know, you gotta throw the change out, the keys. All I have, like you, I have my keys, my phone, and there's always some damn change in my pocket. You know, so I'm just trying to get in and get out. Whether it's the federal building, whether it's the county, whether it's, you know, whatever. You know, thank goodness and thank the Lord, because I'm not looking for you, God. I know where you at.
Yeah.
I haven't had to go down there in a long time.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
it's a blessing.
Yeah, man, it is. Because somebody told me, if you know, this was in the song, too. And I know this is where they got that line from. And it was like, if Jesus saves, he better save himself. I was like, damn, that's pretty deep. Because if I'm saved, I still got to do something out here. And we done turned into the Jimmy Swaggart hour. Because I have sinned.
Man.
But no, moving right along. Vanna White is out as the letter spinner because she in a big dispute about getting a raise. Now she been on there for 20-something years, making $1 million a year, and ain't never got a raise. But Pat Sajak, when his goofy looking ass retired, he was making like $30 million. Baby, you can't be mad now. And then they said they about to boot you out the show anyways. Let's see. Oh, again, only in Cleveland. A couple of Sundays ago, since we in what's that dude name with the big smile? Joe Osteen minute. A church up on 131st, I believe it is. I got the name of the church. Dude wouldn't give up his seat. Dude got shot.
In church.
In church, and another dude, they say, well, he got shot because he pulled a knife on one of the usher dudes or whatever over a seat. Now, this is all over a seat. And he poked the dude, and dude hit him with some hot lead. The name of the church is Sanctuary Baptist Church. That shit is up on 131st. I know not to go there. If I need to find the Lord, I ain't going there looking for it, because you might get popped.
You might pop it for real. Face to face meeting.
Quickly.
Can't be saved nowhere now.
No,
Not even at
Static
church.
Radio, the voice of the revolution. You're absolutely right. If you get popped in church, guess where you're going?
Speaking of that, man, Chicago police are investigating.
Climbing the stairway to heaven. The Chicago police.
Yeah, Chicago police are investigating alleged active shooting situation at Lil Durk concert, man.
Man, Lil Durk back out there trying to get his money right, man. I ain't see that. Did you hear about some shooting that Durk? I mean, well, it's Chicago. If Durk put on a show in Chicago, his ops was there, bruh. You know they told Durk he can't come back on O Block, right? Wow. For the O Block babies up here on the hat. That's really Ohio State, but I'm gonna do the O Block for y'all today.
I mean,
But they said Durk really wasn't from the O Block. He just used to hang out down there.
Who would really want to after you made it? I don't understand too. I ain't gotta come back to the O Block either. And it's well, back in the day, there was a rapper from Nashville named Pistol. And I used to talk to him, and know what he said. He said, man, you can't even pay me enough money. Because the city where you from, like Bone can do it now, but usually when you hire and you come out, the city where you from now is not your target audience. The city where you from is the people trying to kill you. He was like, they can't give me enough money. He was like, they can't give me enough money to do a show in my hometown.
He from Nashville.
Yeah.
He, hey,
Because that's the people that'll kill you. Your people from your own hometown. People that'll kill you.
well, you said it earlier. What you say about your family? They your worst friends. But
That's true.
I mean, in a lot of cases it is, because sometimes see they close enough to you when they stab you in the back. You know, because you know how many people have heard them stories about when somebody passed away, like the matriarch or the patriarch of the family, and then the kids start fighting over shit.
Yeah.
They ain't worried about the dude sitting up there at the front end of the coffin or the lady in the coffin. They worried about who gonna get the money.
Sad, man.
And who gonna get the money? Who gonna pay for this head bump? Because you know we ain't got no insurance.
We ain't got no insurance,
We all evil, man.
but we cool though.
And you quit writing bad checks, dead people checks. You can't be writing dead people checks.
It's a hot topic as well.
Well, all I know is
You need to find God.
who,
Right there.
yeah, they really need to find God. Now, who was his name? Shooting that Dirk, man. Y'all know Dirk, one of my dudes. Oh, you know what? I was looking at some stuff. I was catching up a little bit on my LA stuff.
Yeah.
And I ain't know Roddy Ricch was oh man, he did Crip. He big time Crip.
Yeah.
Park Valley, Crips.
Yeah.
They got some members too. But I ain't know that he was down there, but he don't go down there. Roddy Ricch ain't going back down there in the Park Valley apartments.
Yeah.
He's not going down there, man.
After you make it to a certain level, the mission is to get out of your situation, not to go back.
You help people in other ways, like give away some damn turkeys and shit around Thanksgiving. But
he ain't schoolyard tripping with
Oh,
What Blueface been at, man?
Blueface, man, I don't know where Blueface been at. Where's his girlfriend named Krishan? Krishan, she kicking it with
Krishan been out here kicking it with Glorilla and everybody.
Glorilla and Baby and all that.
Tarkin.
It sounds like
Pregnant
he
and
just
Tarkin.
grab a female. He don't care how they look, their personality, or nothing.
Who? Blueface?
Yeah, he don't care. He have his women to drink, but he don't drink. He be trying to just get on
Well,
alcohol.
I mean, you know, and that's you know, T Money over there, but I'm gonna let you know. Blueface, and it is a segment, a group
Yeah.
of Crips called the Schoolyard Crips.
Yeah.
I mean, Blueface was calling dude out on his damn, you know.
Yeah. He said on schoolyard girl, buddy. Kill what he said.
And but Blueface will knock you out. And that was his mama's dude.
That was her father, Krishan's father.
Right, oh yeah.
Popping out.
Man,
Yo, what's happening, man? We live on the air doing this thing. What's up? Come on up. No, bro, just come on up, baby. They gonna let you in anyway. That's Carl, and that's our guest. Skritty Pope Diddy, whatever his name is. He got a funny name. He got about 99 pages.
just came in not too long ago, a man accused of hitting people with a chair.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Raw has been arrested.
They hit people with chairs down in Alabama on a regular basis.
By the time we got out of here, I had to go do
Yeah.
that show. I had to go do that show last weekend.
And people was getting their ass whooped.
But that's why I sent you. You see that song? Dude made that song by the time we got there. That's why I sent you that song. I was like, dang, he made that song that quick. I think he be sitting there.
It be talented people out here. They just looking for something.
He the one that made that song smack the taste out your mouth about Will Smith. He be sitting and making them songs quick, man. He be like, I'm waiting for the next shit to pop off of my.
He gonna have a song out before we get out of here today. Yeah, the brawl, man, that was kind of cool. The little young dude that jumped across and swam across the thing, they arrested him. Who was that? Joy Reid, and they got a GoFundMe page to pay for his lawyers. I mean, they said he came to the fight after the fact. but he did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, that was a fuck around and find out moment right there.
Yeah, buddy. Um, I need to just say this: the wildfires in Hawaii. They last I heard there were still 1,000 people missing and 96 people had died from those wildfires. Man, please keep those people in your prayers. Please keep the people on that island in particular because that's something, man. It's like when you see a tornado go through some of them towns and then it ain't no town left. It's worse. This fire done took them out. They ain't got no town no more, bro. I mean, pray for those people, man, because that is something we. Um, because by the time we leave, the death toll gonna be up more. Because they said it was, like I said, 1,000 pieces of people was missing or unaccounted for. That's crazy, man. They say they want to find the parents more money for these teens being out over curfew. But this is a law, been in law for years that if they catch a kid out, they can find the mother. You know, but they don't enforce it. But now y'all want to raise the fines because these kids out here killing people, stealing cars and killing people. So that's City Hall, man. City Hall full of shit.
You don't think that's the solution?
That's the solution. They said midnight basketball and find the parents. Half the parents don't give a damn. They don't want the little bad motherfucker in the house anyway. Shit. Way to go, Cleveland City Council. And Mike Pelissic on TV every day talking about violence over in Collinwood.
Y'all keep playing that move. There's gonna be some more people trying to come through that scanner with them assault rifles. Only this time they ain't gonna be putting them on the conveyor belt.
They just come. They was going in there to do something to somebody. I don't care what nobody say. They was going in there to do something to somebody. Point blank. Period.
Now the question though, how do you thought they was gonna get that off?
You know what? I said it at the beginning of the show. There's a such thing as colored people, Negroes, black people, African American, and niggas. These were some damn niggas.
You see the commercial that got what's my dude Snoop Dogg and Peyton Manning brother
Eli.
Yeah.
Then they be sitting on the beach.
And the beach and dude put the umbrellas in the beer.
Yeah.
And they say he's like, okay, I'm about to drink it now. And then they was like, well, you can't drink with the umbrella. He was like, I didn't think it through.
Sometimes you gotta think shit through.
That was the Eagles was doing. They didn't think
Hey,
it
my man, look who showed up.
Hey, my dude, what's up? What?
What's up, baby?
I'm chilling.
All right, well, I don't know, let me see something. Oh, yeah, you right there, baby. You gonna put your headphones on or get your mic on or, hey, we ain't got nothing but love for you up here, bro.
Yeah.
Super love, baby. It ain't nothing wrong with it.
Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Oh, shit, well, let's get this rap on, baby. To the hip-hop, hip to the other.
Hey, don't get me started, man. Hey, I can get in the studio if I really wanted to. Yeah, man.
Nothing, man. I love you, man. What's up with you?
Living life, man. I don't even know. I don't even know how to answer that question. So.
Well, I mean, you living life to the best of your ability, staying safe, you doing your education thing, about to graduate, man. Now, I'll be right down in the front.
All right, man.
When
Hey,
you graduate,
hey,
because I'm be Alfonso Ribeiro. It's some fine white in here.
Hey, party on you then. Afterwards.
We gonna now, we're gonna give you a graduation party.
Hey, party on you then. After party.
Oh, the after party?
You know about that?
Man, I'll be sleep like a motherfucker, man.
That's why I'm mad. If I don't have to work, man, I don't have to do anything. I'm at the after.
We can have the after party over one of your spots. Yeah. 5 o'clock or the Foundry.
That's what's up,
This is CJ Skizzy Scott, the man from Egypt, and he gonna bring everybody what he got. This is my nephew. He's a young filmmaker. He's about to graduate from Kent State, the School of Film and Arts, or whatever they call that shit. But I'm proud of him, and we had to have him on because y'all remember some of the art. I mean, some of the pictures that was posted from our on No Static Radio's page. He actually took the pictures. I think he is the best still photographer, and definitely the best um, motion picture video photographer in Cleveland. I'll put it up there like that. And I know some other dudes that do films and stuff, but so what? When you got the best, don't you ain't gotta worry about the rest. But we just was going over some stuff, man. You know, shooting through some stuff, and I mean, it's just too much shit, man. Too much shit going on. Cause people don't, like you was saying, people don't think things through. But I'm like, well, dude, he thought it through the one that stole the shine on 99 St. Clair. He said, I'm gonna wait till it's dark and I'm gonna get it. But then he forgot you don't put shit on the internet. Dumbass. But the people with the guns, the mama and the son taking the guns to the Justice Center, I don't know what y'all was smoking, but it messed y'all up bad, really bad. Another thing, real quick, there was it was a worldwide operation, and 79 people were arrested for child pornography in the United States, in Australia, in New Zealand, other places. 65 have been convicted. 65, 43 was American, 19 was from Australia. Um, 13 kids were saved from this, you know, sex trafficking ring. And in the process, 2 FBI agents actually died in a shootout in Miami. One name was Daniel Alfin and Laura Schwartz. May they rest in peace. I didn't mention it when we was giving our condolences because that story, man, that child sex porn stuff, all you perverts, preverts, and you know what? Perverts come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. So y'all need to stop because it affects people for the rest of their life, man.
Going on. There's a whole lot of perverts, and there's just a small, minute amount.
Yeah, that was a small number, but worldwide.
When you be looking at some of the stuff that be going on now, there'll be a lot of them perverts, child pornography, sexual, what they call it, human trafficking.
But
human trafficking. A lot of that stuff be going on in churches and all that stuff.
Y'all talk about. Hold on, wait 1 second.
Y'all talk about go to find God, and they in there touching little kids.
Yeah, the what you call them, the Catholic priest.
It's happening in all kind of churches, not just the Catholics.
But they have enough money to pay people off.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, nobody ain't getting touched that Sanctuary Baptist Church on East 131st up in Cleveland. Because they shooting people in that church and stabbing people on Sunday. They ain't wait till Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They stabbing people and shooting people on Sunday. Did y'all see the little 12-year-old boy that the police arrested? And, you know, his father sent him out to take out the trash and they handcuffed him. And it took like 9 police cars to come around for a 12-year-old kid who was handcuffed. And the father came out and he was like, well, what's up? You know, why is y'all doing this to my son? Y'all gonna traumatize this boy for the rest of his life. And eventually, and I guess it might have been like 20 minutes or so, one of the supervisors had to come and they said, let him go. And the father standing there talking to the police, and the boy turned around, he just started crying, man. It hurt. That shit hurt me to see it, you know. And it wasn't, oh, well, I will have to say this. First, it was all cracker cops. And it was in a southern state, so I can't think. It'll come to me. But then at the end, when all the other cars had rolled up and shit, like Al Capone was there, there was one brother cop. Your black ass doing there. First thing your black ass was supposed to do is say, yo, man, cut this shit out, man. The little boy was taking out the trash. The freaking trash. I ain't fucking with the police either. I'm like NWA.
If you in my family, fuck you. I don't give a fuck. I don't fuck with the police.
Everybody in my family that the police don't retire, so but one of my dudes is still the police.
Fuck with the police.
Rest of them, fuck y'all. What's up, man? Hey, when we gonna do the movie, man? Hustle, we got him right here now, Hustle. We got him on the spizzy. We got him on the spizzy spot.
This is a setup, man.
No, it ain't. No, go ahead. But introduce yourself to the people, man. Tell them what you do.
Alright,
My introduction ain't, ain't as slick as yours, bro.
Hey man, I'm just a guy in a flag green shirt, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with being a guy in a flag green shirt, bro.
But yeah though. So my name is CJ Scott. I am a filmmaker. Make movies, short films, music videos, promotional videos for like businesses, both corporate and small local businesses. And I don't even know what else to do. I do it all, man. Like what you need, like.
Well, I mean, you and when you said like a lot right there because you do a lot. Now, I don't know. I know some people who follow you on Instagram or that whatever, however you do it. They've seen your work.
Yeah.
I tell people.
Hey!
No shit.
Since I've been back in the country, like maybe 3 weeks ago, I started posting something on my social media page every day. And one thing I would definitely say, the people who do this for a living, you got my props, because I don't like Instagram, I don't like social media. It's annoying just to be constantly on it and curating content for it. It's not my thing.
That's
But
one of the ways to get your shit out there nowadays.
But I really challenge myself, since I don't like social media and don't like having it like installed on my phone. It's really been a challenge just to constantly curate content for something I don't like. You know what I'm saying? So it's really just stepping outside my comfort zone, and just like pushing myself like outside of like my uncomfortability in order to get comfortable for a goal that I set for myself.
Well, and sometimes we have to step outside our comfort zone to achieve something in our path to where we trying to go.
Right.
Sometimes you do. But I mean, I done seen you work. I've seen some of your videos. I done seen the short for the movie and stuff. I mean, cinematography is not no joke. Now, still, pictures, that's cool too. That's work too. You gotta have an eye for that. But that damn cinematography shit,
Crazy.
you gotta be covered.
You gotta have like the angle, the right focal length, the right like type of setting. You gotta have like the right light. Lighting is hard.
Hustle know about that lighting and shit.
That's what I know about it. That what I always tell me, lighting is hard.
Yeah.
Hey, I know about the audio.
How long you been doing this?
Yeah, you doing that. Hustle know more about the lighting, either audio, all type of shit.
I feel like I've been doing filmmaking really every time that somebody asks me this question, I never know how to answer it, because like ever since I was a youngin' living off of 131st and Harvard. If you don't know, that's where I'm from originally, 131st and Harvard.
He wasn't at that church though where that nigga got shot and stabbed.
That's a good thing,
Yeah,
though.
that's a good thing. But so ever since then, like I have some wrestlers, and I think I had my mom's like phone camera or something. And what I used to do is just like have them in one position, take a picture, put them in like another position, like make them fight out of pictures, like out of still pictures. Then I would put them on a computer and just load it into the software I used to use, and it would make them move. And I was like, oh man, that's dope. And like I come to find out that's called stop motion. At the time, I was just a young kid, just like playing around with my toys, and like my mom had a phone. I want to do something cool, so like that's how I use my time. And over time, like the more I learned and the more I progressed, and the more I upgraded my equipment, the more like the better I got at it. So it's like it was not something I was instantly going after. It just kind of like happened, like
Very creative, man.
Well, if it's in your blood and if it's in your heart to do it, then all you got to do is put in the work.
And it gonna pay off. You already know that.
Put the work in, and I mean you're putting in work, but you're doing it on both sides of the street. They're like Unknown Sound Music, bruh. They got shit, man.
Yeah.
He got shit. He been doing that for 10 years now,
Or what more? It ain't quite 10, about 7.
but he's putting in work. That's work, man. To run a damn your own record company.
Yeah,
Getting artists and stuff, and it's just
Spotify, man. I tapped in with Unsound Music on Spotify, man. Those playlists is cold, man.
We get somewhere. We get somewhere now.
That's how I found out about 1800.sos.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
1800.
Damn, I
That's
should have told him to come today. That's what's his name? That's Job.
Ja. No, that's Ja. Ja the man.
Yeah, that's
Ja
right.
done been on this
That's
shit a couple
Hey,
of times, bro.
We gotta get in the studio, like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I could do it. You know, hey,
Yeah.
let me know
Well,
something.
we got
I'm a-
we
I'm
got
a-
a movie in
okay.
mind.
Let me know something.
Awesome videos too. I'm gonna holler at you. We'll get something
Well,
back.
He got some videos, man. Some of them dudes that you was making videos for, that was down before you went over to the to where the motherland. He was in the motherland, y'all.
Yeah.
So if he was in the motherland, where's the damn fatherland at? Had no paying child support in England. But no, but we gonna get to that too, man, because that was cool. That was a cool move. But yeah, I mean, I seen some of your. I mean, I can say y'all should go check out his work because
Scotty B.
you got to.
SCXTTIEB on YouTube and Instagram.
But you mean because you got, like I say, you gotta have an eye for that, you know. And it's like Michael Jordan was born to play basketball. You have to be born to do that. You know, you got if there's something in your heart, and your heart is pumping that, and you know it's pumping it up to your brain, and then you see it, then you're gonna achieve it. Like I said, Unknown Sound Records. He had to think about that shit one day in his life, say, or he didn't just wake up and say, you know what, I'm gonna have my own fucking record company. He had to think about that shit over time, didn't he? But you know, so
It leads you to once you start doing business and you start looking and searching, it leads you into a lot of different places too. A lot of stuff you didn't know, a lot of paperwork, a lot of contracts. It's just a lot of stuff once you start doing.
But also with that, like it leading you to like different avenues. You gotta be selective what avenue you decide to go down because like that's how a lot of people like in industries in general just get messed up by like the corporations or like the industry. Just like they ain't really like they was in it for the money, they was in it for the clout, they was in it for the fame. Like if you actually doing it, like you don't care about that. You just wanna produce
your
content,
art,
you know what
man,
I'm
it's
saying?
your art, man.
Literally.
So, so you be listening to, what's that, Piggy in the Brain? Piggy in the Brain. They taking over the world, man. That Unknown Sound, Spotify, man. I mean, I be hearing a lot of shit too that I ain't really, you know, into, cause you know, people look at me, they say that nigga right there. All he listen to is Miles Davis and the Temptations.
Hey, I was just watching the Temptations movie yesterday.
I mean, you
Yeah,
can
that's a
you
real
can
good
learn
movie,
that
man.
people
It is.
Real good.
Y'all ain't nothing without David Ruffin.
Ain't nobody come
Y'all
to
can't fire me.
Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. They know about that, man.
That's a classic, man. That's good. That movie came in was a classic,
Man,
you know,
you,
and whew,
you was on your story one time when you first got over there. You was in the club with what I guess them was Egyptian women.
Oh.
And you was in the club that was in there getting it. Man, I was about to pack my bags, bro. Bro, I was about to pack my bags.
And you know what's funny? Because I don't even know which time that was, bro. 'Cause like
every
day,
week you was at the club.
every day was a different adventure, bro. Not even just clubs, but just like scenery, bro. Just like it was.
I think this
crazy.
was like I think it was probably about the first 2-3 days you was over there. It was like
You was busted in
some
the
of your
club.
first. It was like some of your first stuff you was in live on. I mean not on live, but on your story. The first things on your story, it was like I'm going all across out of overseas, out the country to pursue your what's your school.
Right,
Yeah. So I went on there. I said, okay, I wonder if you went on there. I went on there and looked on your story. I was like, oh man, I'm about to get up out of here.
Make me want to get my groove on too. But there, he you know, he went overseas, and you can tell him about it. To study abroad for a semester, and he went to Egypt. See, a lot of people. Let me explain this. A lot of y'all be thinking Egypt is a country. I mean, you know, it is a country, but y'all be thinking it's a whole continent all in and to and of itself. It's part of freaking Africa, dude. And actually, I know you. I mean, I see some of your stuff that you posted, pictures and stuff. Um, and you have some beautiful stuff. I mean, like you said, the landscape, the scenery, the history of all that stuff, man. Cause I was gonna ask you, when did you go to class?
Sunday through Thursday.
Okay, well, I mean, and to go, you know, because a lot of people dream. You hear a lot of people talking about, well, I want to go to Africa one day. You know, okay, you want to go to Africa, but what part of Africa? There's a whole bunch of Africa, bro.
It's a big place.
Yeah, so
Big place.
I mean, you got to, you know, you find, like I said, with your art that you're doing, because what you're doing is art, with his art that he doing, it got to be in, you know, if it's in your heart and it hit your head and it's going back and forth, you're gonna do it. You know, so if like I had when I was like about maybe 9 years old, I watched some on Jack the Ripper and I was like, man, that's cool, man. Then I started looking at stuff about the monarchy. In the Netherlands, in Spain, you know, and then in England, because they had the longest running freaking monarchy ever, and they still up and running. So I was like, man, I want to go there one day. I said, I got to go there one day because I want to go walk through the same streets that Jack the Ripper was creeping on, you know, and I want to go see the Queen and shit. Man, me and the Queen was like this before she killed over, man. I had 3 beautiful years of my life over there.
Really?
Oh yeah, my son lived over there. Hey boy, what you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. You ain't talked to me in I don't know how many months. I'm about to start calling you names on this shit. But no, and the best part about that, and he grew up over there. He was born and raised over there. I ain't had to pay no damn child support.
So you have to start paying something else like Monroe.
Monroe, rest in peace, brother. But no, man. So, and you know, I mean, if you dream, you can achieve. You know, but it takes some work to do it. You know, I mean, I could dream about this shit all day. You know, but if I don't get up out the bed, you know, brush my teeth, wash my ass, you know, get out there on and you know, cause Bone Thugs and Harmony, they had to start somewhere. Everybody know they story and all that, you know, and they work so hard. Like one day you will too. You gonna have a street named after you. And I hope I'm still alive and can climb up the pole because I'm gonna steal it. Cause
Need some copies then,
yeah, they gonna put it up and like that Bone sign 99%. They gonna put it back up again, and some other person gonna steal it again and again and again and again until they like, you know what, Bone, this y'all street. They can just spray paint that shit on the street. Leave it alone. But no, the study abroad. I know that it just had to be, but when when I found out, I was like, damn, my dude is like he putting in the type of work to be successful. Cause you met a lot of people over there, didn't you?
Of course, every day, bro.
I might want to ask this one off the mic, but I don't care. You met some honeys too over there, didn't you? Some sweetie pie, some cutie pie. I mean, I know you gotta. I mean, but see, the thing is, and me being probably the oldest person in here, maybe I don't know, but in life we meet people, and you meet people and see you can have a nice, wonderful woman in your life, but somewhere along the line you might meet somebody else. I mean, that ain't even saying you're gonna leave your woman, because your woman be good to you, and it's cheaper to keep her. Even though you ain't married yet, but it's cheaper to keep her. Remember that. But no, you meet people. I mean, I met people when I was living in Europe that I still know today. They cool. You know, one chick I wanted to get with, but I'm gonna leave that alone. But really telling us, man. I mean, you had a good time. You studied, you learned.
Yeah. So look, let me
How do you get that shit anyway, bro?
What's your favorite thing you like doing when it comes to that filming? Like,
Yeah, we gotta go. Man,
Alright,
if you
so
wanna
look.
be in this shit, man, you gotta get a mic and get behind the damn thing.
He said one
I probably
thing
get
at
up
a
a
time.
mic.
Yes, sir.
Or write the question down and slide it over. I don't know. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
Alright, so look, I'm gonna break it down like this. One, this whole like study abroad session in Egypt was only like really only possible because of the support and the resources that I accumulated, like by putting forth like the effort to get there. You know what I'm saying? So, breaking it down like freshman year college. I mean, I always like soon as I found out about the study abroad program, like I'm like, oh snap, we can study abroad. And most people they would tell me about Florence, Italy, and like different fashion programs like in Paris and whatnot. But then I was like, okay, cool. Those options sound cool. I might go to Florence, Italy, because they got like programs like tailored for my major. So I'm like, okay, cool. That might be a deal later. But then COVID happened. I'm like, well, I guess I ain't gonna study abroad. It was a good thought and whatnot, but like, I'm gonna just do it. Is what it is. Then you start clearing up and whatnot. And I'm like, you know what? I'm about to graduate soon. Let me see if I can sneak in like a study abroad semester like before I like dip out. And sure enough, I met with my advisor at Kent State, and she told me, yeah, we can make that happen. Like we just like have to push you back the semester, like so you can graduate. And I'm like, okay, cool. I ain't really chilling about that. If I could go to a whole different country for like 4 months, I don't care about graduating a little late. You know what I'm saying? Who says it's late anyway? But then that's when they connected me with some people, Office of Global Education, and shouts out Molly Coupe. She probably not watching this, but just gotta put that love out there. But like, she really like gave me all the resources I needed to actually get to study, get to like really like the chance to study abroad. And she sent me the catalog of all the options that I was offered, and on there I saw Australia, Germany. I saw like places in Asia. I'm like, oh man, they got plethora of options. And I saw New Zealand. I'm like, then I stumbled upon Egypt. I'm like, Egypt, that'd be crazy. Now I look at the price. I'm like, that's not too shabby. You know what I'm saying? I can't disclose the price. You know what I'm saying? Can't be
Yeah,
counting my pockets.
when you rolling in dough, you ain't got to worry about counting your pockets.
Can't be counting my pockets. You know what I'm saying? All blessings. Though. But then that's when I was like, you know what? Alright, spring semester, Egypt probably gonna be warmer than Ohio is gonna be. Cause like during the spring semester, it'd be cold in Ohio, man. If you know, you know. And I'm like, all right. So one, that was the initial thing that that really made me want to go to Egypt. Strictly the weather, and that's when like I did some more research after I applied and whatnot. And down the line, I came to find out that Egypt is known as like the Hollywood of the Middle East. It's like who else is really gonna produce like movie content? You know what I'm saying? Like out there. But then that's when I was like, okay, cool. I set up my classes, and man, when I tell you the classes I took out there was phenomenal, bro. I mean, they were immaculate, bro. So good. Had to maybe like expand my vocabulary, bro. But so
We were talking that mumbo jumbo. We know we got people that speak brother, but you were talking that mumbo jumbo. You know they talk funny over there, man.
nah, they got a whole different language over there, man.
Mumbo jumbo.
Man, that's hard.
That's what I call that
Hey,
shit.
look. I can speak a little Arabic.
Go ahead, hit it, man.
Hold on. I'm getting there, coach. I'm getting there.
Hold on, just say what you know about in there.
I don't even know how to say.
No, go ahead, man. Go. No,
Alright,
you know, it's I'm learning stuff, bro.
Yeah.
I'm learning stuff. I
Yeah.
like to learn.
That's word. So the classes I took out there was colloquial Arabic, which I actually learned how to speak the Arabic language a little bit. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. And then from there, I also picked up 2 film classes. I picked up what was it? It's been a minute, but it was called.
Got caught up.
Yeah. It was called. What was the film called?
This is No Static Radio, Voice of the Revolution. We got CJ Scott on here, you know, and we just having a conversation. Go ahead, bro. Did you remember again?
Yeah, I got you. Good looks. That low key saved me. You know what I'm saying? So look, I took production 2 as one of film classes I took, and that's basically where like throughout the semester we got different projects, like different kind of like challenges thrown at us. And we put to produce like based off those challenges. So like one challenge was like a dialogue based challenge where we would have to like work in a group of 3, 4, and come up with like a dialogue sequence between two characters, and just make sure like the audio sounds good. You already know about audio sucks, bro.
Yeah.
Audio is a headache, bro. But we definitely made it happen, and it turned out a great project. If you guys want to check that out, you can go on my Instagram, Scotty B, SCXTTIE.B, and that's going to lead you to my YouTube channel. You can watch the full video. But from there, another film class that I took was Death and Film, which is actually which was a very complex, like deep thinking class. It wasn't just like, oh, how did Tony Montana die? Like it wasn't just like that simple. It was real in depth about like death in itself and how that translates to film, and versus how like a film death can translate to a real death versus like the outcome of like a whole person's whole person's trajectory and like their story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was real complex, and like I really did enjoy that class. And the professor who taught it, man, he's a deep thinking individual, man. I can tell you that. Like stuff he sleep on, the stuff he reads, crazy. Like he was from Saudi Arabia, so and yeah, my professors abroad was like very diverse. My acting professor, she was from England. My production 2 professor, he was from Brazil. Death and Film, he was from Saudi, and my colloquial Arabic teacher, she was from Cairo. So very like diverse group of professors.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, that's around the world, and I mean, how many things you talk about everybody.
Man,
But I mean, but then that's good though, man, because you know, like I say, you know, I'm proud of all my nieces and nephews, even the ones that be fucking up. I'm still proud of them. I love them, but you know, just like okay, just say like for instance, Marquita. Marquita had a goal and a drive to be, and I mean, she was the freaking youngest council person in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota. She, what she doing is what she wanted to do. You know, I mean, if it's in your heart and it get to your mind and it get to pumping back and forth, then if you believe it, you can achieve it. You know, sometimes you gotta step out on faith. I mean, even though we're in at 131st at the Sanctuary Shooting Church, or I almost said the wrong shit. But no, we haven't
who
had
let
our
this guy
first
get on air, bro? Who let this guy get on air, bro?
Man, look at it like this, bro. Let me say this. Virgin started at Elevations Radio, and they realized, damn, we made a freaking mistake. And then I bought Bub on there, like, oh my God. And then we got, basically, well, we didn't get fired. They just went in another direction. They went that way and didn't tell us, and they said they were going that way. So we ended up here.
Okay.
And this is a cool platform because, you know, Darrell hooked us up for here. You know, because, you know, Darrell, he went to Akron for school and stuff. Here, he be on TV and got that sports show and that other shit he be on. He do more besides racing cars and shit. But, yeah, he hooked us up with the people, man, and they was like, okay, come on. We said, because we had to sign the contract. Like, do they say we can't cuss? They were like, oh no, you can cuss, but they didn't know how much we cussed.
And they ain't know you.
Bub was in too, and Bub was in with shit. He cussed a lot too. I can cuss him out for a long time, but it's cool though. But no, just you know, just saying that it's like wow, man. You know, you talking about all the people you met. When you step outside the box and you go someplace else, because all the life ain't on 99 St. Clair. Bone had to go to LA and be homeless before they hooked up with Easy E, before they got that sign put up.
That's what it's
networking.
Yeah.
That's what I tell people all the time when I went to Tri-C or whenever I went to Cleveland State. I tell people all the time, talk to the people that sit in. Don't be in the class, don't be in the class and don't know the dude beside you name like the whole semester. Like talk to these people because they go to different places, then go visit them, and you can. That's how the world operates. You meet these people, and then you don't realize like, damn, we got a lot in common. These some cool people.
There you go. I mean,
Because anybody can make some grades, man. That's why I tell them don't worry about them grades. Anybody can make it. People ain't going like when somebody go out and they need a sound man or they need some of the skills, they're gonna think about doing what's cool in class. They gonna think about you made an A.
But see, and a lot of people don't realize because then we always say, and it's not college is not for everybody, but socialization is something everybody needs to learn and know. And we start in kindergarten, but I understand what you're saying because and what you're saying in the sense that I can go to class every day, sit there every day, and I don't know nobody's name in here but the professor. But there's some cool people in there, by listening and lecture, you be like, damn, that's cool, You gotta be able to socialize. That's one of the things that college gives you if you take advantage of everything. It ain't always about the books and the credits, you know. And I mean, it's the adventure that you get. I mean, and that's just like going into the military.
What was it like over there, like culturally? What was some cultural differences?
You seen them damn shit you putting up with them guards, man. You Alfonso Ribeiro, man.
Yeah, but I know it was like different, just like walking down the street, like
Yeah,
daytime
so-
or like.
So, everything was like looking back, bro. Bro, I'm so glad I recorded everything because like everything is like was so like just vibrant and lively, bro. But like the biggest difference like I really like took away from is like how their community is so like kind of intertwined with one another. Like they're looking to like make a friend that day. Like wake up like I would be in the gym like
Outgoing, more outgoing.
yeah, and it's a real sense of community, even if you're not from that community. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I would be going to the gym, right? Just focused, got my headphones on, just locked in, like came to do what I came to do. Then next thing you know, I would end up talking to somebody, working out, and I'm like, oh, okay, you pretty cool. Like he gave me some game. I told him a little something like we got to know each other and whatnot. Then from there, we go outside, play football or soccer, as Americans call it, but it's actually
Football.
So we'd go out play football. Then that's when we go like break bread together. Like next thing you know, like I'm out. We out just kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Just like based off a small interaction that I had at the gym. So it's like just that community sense. Like it was like very like welcoming. Like no matter how far away from campus I went. So that even occurred in Luxor when I was just a tourist, just like looking around at the new like locations and whatnot. And I was just like, man, it's like really chill out here. Like, I don't know, but it was just much love, bro. Much love.
Well, that's good. I mean, and hey, it benefits to every morning that we wake up and we put our feet on the ground and we start moving. It's benefits, but you got to go out there and get them.
Right.
You got to go out there and get them and bring them to you. Everybody ain't gonna be like,
Right. You gotta have that. You gotta have that energy on you too. You can't just be like uptight, like you know what I'm saying, like mad at the world. Like you got, if you put out love, bro, you gonna eventually reap love back. You know what I'm saying? It might not come in the form that you expecting it to come, but like it might come in the form of like a friend. You know what I'm saying, or like just a good coworker that you can actually
a
like.
true friend.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I got to say this too before. I done seen Chris Tucker. And I'm about to get way off the subject because I'm about to cuss.
I heard Chris. What?
Chris Tucker's coming to Cleveland. Now, I've seen him twice. And great stand-up. Oh, man. Everybody know Chris Tucker.
And if y'all don't, Chris Tucker is a comedian.
If y'all don't, y'all dumb as a motherfucker. Where the fuck y'all been?
I mean, in a different country.
No, I mean, but Jackie Chan them had the movie over there, didn't they? Didn't they go over there for the movie? What was it, Rush Hour 17? That they was over there because they. But let me get back to my. And Snoop Dogg, he gonna be celebrating Martha Stewart's birthday, Snoop style, he said. But when I went to see Chris Tucker, and me and some friends of mine, we went, and we had great seats. We had to be like maybe 7 rows back. You know, we paid like $75. This motherfucker coming back to Cleveland, he must ain't paid his taxes. The cheapest seat in that bitch is $189, and he charged that highest seat is $350. Chris Tucker, your ass ain't that damn funny. I'm funnier than you. The fuck is you talking about, man?
That's how the world operates now.
The world operating like, oh, just like when I go to Dave's and I used to get that pack of chicken wings, and it used to be like $15 on them for $7.
Tickets to anything gonna cost you over $100, $200, and then you'll be lucky if you get them and not have to get them from the resellers for about $3.
No, you really in trouble.
Your joint messing up too?
But is the theme zone?
Nah, it was
It's like a short. I mean,
I don't think your mic on.
I can hear you anyway. But
Was he trying to get on the mic?
Yeah.
I mean, he over there showing me pictures of rump shakers. People showing Jello, man.
I gotta talk to OG on the radio now.
This ain't that form, man. So we can't get some. We can't have no strippers in here. Well, we got beautiful women. But no, the thing is, and I understand that because of COVID, everybody gouges, you know. But when you take it from, you know, you're stealing, bro. You're stealing. You're cheating people. You're bad. That's bad for business. That's all I know. Real fast, Stephanie Mills is one giving the benefit for a little boy that swam across the water. So he can, you know, get his lawyer fees paid. Felicia Rashad, she retired. She worked at Howard University as the head of the same shit you do. The television and shit, you know, that type of shit y'all do. Entertainment, whatever it is. But she retired. And you know, everybody know Felicia Rashad. She was the mama on Cosby Show.
And she was the mama on Apollo Creed.
Yeah, she was on that too. But yeah, so I like to get stuff right. Where it is, baby. And Wayne Brady came out and said he's pansexual. He a billionaire. You ain't don't nobody care about your sexuality, dog.
Don't nobody would even give a damn
about Wayne Brady. Just take your ass on the Price is Right.
Why is you giving us information we don't even need?
And he came out that bullshit. I guess he needed some attention. But the name of the college is Howard, of course. But the name of that program is the Chadwick Boseman College of Fine Arts. That's what's up there on the thing.
Yeah.
That was interesting to me because Felicia Rashad, everybody know her as what you need, family in there, going to the kitchen there. But you know, everybody know her for that one thing, but to know that she was the head of a department at a college that she graduated from, I think that was important information to get out there because you can do anything. We talk about anything and everything. We talked about what's his name, Terrence Ross. He got 10 years for the scheme with the NBA health insurance. Or Tony Allen from Memphis, he was in on it too. He got they just gave him community service. He had to pay back that $485,000 he stole. Anthony Edwards played for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He put something online, and the NBA fined him for $50,000. Down there for Doors and what is it? Lips and Fedoras down there. Greenville, South Carolina, they're having a pool party on the 20th. So if you're in the Greenville, South Carolina area, go check my girl them out. You know, Lipsticks and Fedoras is the name of their organization. Y'all need to check them out. Let me see. Oh, here's a good one. But we're gonna be off. Just jump in anytime you like. But remember we was talking about Jenny Jones?
Yeah.
And the dude left Jenny Jones and killed somebody, a neighbor.
Yeah.
Because he came out and said, I like you and I'm gay.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of TV and people getting knocked off, Family Feud, this dude name was Timothy Blanknick. I ain't got funny names, Blanknick, whatever his name is. But he was on Family Feud. Steve Harvey, you suck. Somebody need to go take your sign down, throw that shit away. And that's up on the Claire too somewhere. Why are they always naming shit, put it on the Claire? Man, them grimy ass people over there. And I'm from Huff, that's right, I said it. But no, this Timothy Blinknick, whatever his name is, on Family Feud, he asked, Steve Harvey asked him the question, what is the biggest thing you've regretted in your life? And he said, marrying my wife. So, everybody laughed. Steve Harvey looked goofy and shit. And then the dude said, I'm going to get in trouble for that, ain't I? Steve Harvey was like, yeah. Because you can go back and watch this episode now online. But Mr. Blinknick, I guess he didn't like his wife that much because he murdered her ass, and they just gave him like 2 life sentences for being a dumbass. I mean, and television, this is television, and it's a game show, and Jenny Jones was a talk show, and I mean, people, come on, man, it ain't that serious, man. And with that. I mean, you just don't. I mean, if you don't like your wife or your woman, y'all just separate and go your separate way. It's like these dudes that be in love and, if I can't have you, nobody can't have you. So you going to kill her with your baby watching. And you might kill yourself because you're a coward. Or you just might be a dumbass.
I mean, you already had to have that murderous energy, and you just needed something to push you over the edge. Like, all right, this is the time now. I'm just going to follow through.
Well, yeah, if you got them homicidal tendencies, it's in you. But,
already was in you, then it's just something that's like, because it's just like, nothing stupid on TV can make you just murder somebody. But it's just like, all right, man, I've been just holding back these murderous feelings for so long. It's just, I got to really kill. I really got to kill somebody now.
Another thing I feel like that really kind of speaks to is like the emotional immaturity. Cause like say something like she ain't do something he liked already. She did something that he didn't like, or like something like that, And he just like snap because like he just so like caught up in his emotions, what I'm saying, that he just like go the extreme route, what I'm saying? Cause like a lot of people nowadays, like they don't know what it means they don't understand the concept of emotional maturity. It's like you can't let outside factors like control how you feel inside or like what you output. What I'm saying, that makes you a puppet, not only to other people but like to your emotions.
Yourself. But there's no Static Radio, the voice of the revolution.
It is a such thing as mental health, and the people that got mental health look just like normal everyday people. It's not the people that we pointing the finger at like, oh, they got mental health. It's the people that got mental health that's got homicide. That's really, I'm a real killer. I got mental health, but people don't pay that no mind. And then like it's just like, all right, yeah, he just crazy a little bit, or he real overprotective. Or he's like, nah, this dude is a straight up killer, and people just keep putting off until that just come to the surface. Like, yeah, I got it. You done said the wrong thing.
You got to really nowadays know your mate. Flat out. You got to know him, man. Because you can be with somebody for like 20 years, and believe it or not, you really truly don't know him. And you really won't know nobody until you live with them.
Oh, this one.
But and I mean, you don't even have to get to the point where you're living with them. And if we talk about relationships, and this is not the fucking relationship hour on this show, we don't talk about relationships. We just talk about Alfonso Ribeiro.
Yeah.
I can't get a job because my wife is white. Who else said that dumb shit? Oh, Tyrese, yeah. They don't like Tyrese because he got a white wife. Who gives a damn about your wife? What's his name? Tory Lanez. Yeah, man, he got 10 years, man, for that Megan Thee Stallion shit, man.
Yes, he did.
10 years, bro. I mean, first of all, still to this day, nobody knows what really happened.
But just like he said, though, man, earlier, choose your avenues. And what avenue you going down, and why are you going down this avenue? Choose that shit, man.
Just
gotta
don't
be
walk
watchful.
into no dark alley. That's what you're saying.
Man,
You gotta be watchful, man.
especially with the opposite sex. Man,
Not to change the situation.
I mean, who else been messing with Megan Thee Stallion? Nobody, because
Nobody.
everybody else knew Megan Thee Stallion was like,
Nobody.
Tory Lanez went down that road and it wasn't a good road. He was the only one. Like, man, I don't know nobody else chopping it up with Megan Thee Stallion, man.
Yeah, well, I understand what you're saying.
That's on him.
Oh, and this is another one got paid. Lil Tay was 14, some type of Instagram person.
Yeah.
Lil Tay dead, and her brother.
No, wasn't dead.
She wasn't dead. It was a
She
mistake.
wasn't dead.
Let's stay off social media.
That's
brother.
publicity stuff.
Yeah,
man.
Well, I mean, no,
Social
I'm
media
just
gonna lead
saying.
you astray.
I don't.
It's gonna
Listen.
confuse
If y'all
ideas.
look at it, how y'all already said, I don't know who the fuck Lil Tay is. I thought Lil Tay was a
Lil
nigga
Tay-
off of 76
Lil
and
Tay was the little
Central.
Chinese. She was the little Asian girl that was young, about 9 or 10, and her mama letting her cuss and stuff about.
Oh, okay. I remember that. But I know
Nobody even talking about Lil Tay, so she had to
Yeah.
fake her death. You know what I mean? Nobody even.
Well, a
think
lot
about
of
Lil
people
Tay.
fake they death to get back in the game, man.
And talk
Lil
about-
Tay just did it at a young age.
She said I wasn't dead. I don't even. Somebody hacked my Instagram. I don't even know how they. Ain't nobody hacked.
Why
your
always
Instagram.
people be fucking lying talking about somebody hacked their Instagram? It
Well, I
wasn't
don't like
me.
social media, bro. I just stay out the way.
You know, Brandon, he ain't not even on it.
Oh yeah, I know.
Brandon's not even on it. And he's a very talented, you know, Brandon. He do the
Yeah, I
music
got-
game,
yeah.
he do the acting thing,
I
man.
ain't talking
Hustle
Brandon
on,
in a
but
I need
he
to
don't
get
even
on
be
that.
on it.
I need to get on that post once a day. I be trying to do it, and I do it for about a week, and then it just be like, nah, this ain't for me. But if you run into business, you got to be on social media.
You got to, man. For us to get people to come in and move in on with us and everything.
All right, look. I'm gonna give y'all a game. So look, this is how I do. So I post videos and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So all I did, so I could post every day of the week, I would only like post 2 projects.
Yeah.
Technically, like a week. Then so I would post like a screenshot out of the or a still photo out of the video that whatever I'm about to post the next day. And I would post like a snippet of like a clip or a few clips, like maybe 28 under 30 seconds on Instagram. Post that on there, and that's when the next day I would post like another still photo from that same video, and it would be the same video, just out of 3 posts. I make 3 posts out of one video. That way, make it a stretch. You know what I'm saying? And I've been posting on Instagram every day, like I don't know.
Well, I mean, and you gotta have knowledge of the game, and then the social media game. Social media, only 2 people undefeated: Father Time and the internet. So, and
And another thing about social media, you don't gotta care that much. Like, make it look good to like that way you like satisfied, but never overthink it. If you overthink it, you're not gonna do it.
you be ending up faking your death.
I even got monetized accounts, and I don't even. It's just like, why do I gotta? I don't know, man.
They want you to play the game, coach. They want you to play the game.
Well, I mean, and hey, that's what you got to do.
I used to go live in here. I need to start going back live and getting my badges. Y'all stick me some badges.
We don't
Hey,
need
do the
no
NPC
big
challenge.
about this.
They do the NPC challenge.
But we what's the name? I mean, y'all see I be posting stuff every week. I put on something that's, you know, letting y'all know that on these different platforms that, yeah, we gonna be here for 2 hours. Sometimes we go over. We go over what you gonna do, be mad? We say it at the end of the show, or I do. If we offended you in any way, tune in next week and we'll do it again. Okay. Oh, we didn't do what we normally do. We didn't do something special. The special part is, what we got, Michael Jackson?
We got to start this once and for all. Boosie out here stirring the pot. He says
Boosie?
R. Kelly would outdo Michael Jackson in the battle verse.
All I know is
What y'all think?
Boosie need to worry about Tootie Raw. No, that's T.I. He need to worry about who that was to Boosie. He too ready to worry about his daughter taking calls and shit from. Come on, Boosie.
I don't know, cause it's like R. Kelly used to Michael Jackson was still the king.
Michael been out here longer than him for one.
Well, first and foremost, I'm gonna settle the whole thing. I'm gonna squash it. I'm gonna crush it. Ain't neither one of them motherfuckers colder than Prince. So let's move on to something else. Folks, hold on. Wait, just 1 second. Tamara Freeman said, "Watch it."
But
I like watching you. You real pretty.
all I know is the BET Awards.
No, we know about
In the hip
Oh,
hop,
we
the
talking
BET
about
Hip Hop Awards
this
is
lady, one of our
oh,
good friends.
I'm like, what?